All right, turning now to politics and the issue that just won't go away for Mitt Romney. I'm talking about taxes, tax returns to be specific. Now the Republican candidate is finally speaking out about what he's paid.
I did go back and look at my taxes, and over the past 10 years, I never paid less than 13%. I think the most recent year is 13.6 or something like that. So I've paid taxes every single year. Harry Reid's charge is totally false. I'm sure waiting for Harry to put up who it was that told him what he says they told him. I don't for a minute way. But every year I've paid at least 13%. And if you add in addition the amount that goes to charity, well, the number gets well above 20%.
The response? Well, after initially telling Romney to, quote, prove it when it comes to his taxes, just this morning the Obama team is offering a truce. Well, sort of. In a letter, Obama's campaign manager said in part, if the governor will release 5 years of returns, I commit in turn that we will not criticize him for not releasing more. So there you have it. Joining me now, Jason Johnson, chief political correspondent for Politic365 and a professor of political science at Hiram College. Great to see you. And in Washington, we have Republican strategist Ron Bonjean. Ron, let's start with you. All right, the Romney campaign is rejecting this latest offer, saying it will instead continue to focus on the economy. It has followed the letter of the law. Come on, I mean, wouldn't it just be easier for the Romney campaign to just release these returns, get this story over with? And by not doing so, doesn't it make some people wonder, what does he have to hide?
Well, you know, first of all, it would have been a lot easier a long time ago had he released his tax returns. That's absolutely correct. But now you're in a situation where if you give in to the Obama campaign, they're not going to stop. If you think that they're going to stop at 5 years, there's no way. They're going to say, no, let's see more. Any commitment to not going after him on this issue is just false. It's not going to happen. So what Mitt Romney has to do, they have to reject it. They have to move on. They have to talk about the economy. And they just shouldn't talk about the issue anymore. And, you know, in the letter, Matt Rhodes, the campaign manager for Mitt Romney, said, look, if you want to talk about tax returns from now to the election, that's fine. We're going to talk about the economy. We're going to talk about solving America's problems, and that's what they really care about.
Well, and just last night in a primetime interview, Ann Romney said, you know, Mitt is an honest man. He did what he had to do. Meanwhile, Jason, I want to go to you in just a second, but first I want you to listen to something. Just this morning, the Obama team released the latest ad in the Medicare wars. It's nice that we're talking about issues. It's running in 8 states. Let's watch it.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
Now Mitt Romney's attacking the president on Medicare? The nonpartisan AARP says Obamacare cracks down on Medicare fraud, waste, and abuse and strengthens guaranteed benefits. And the Ryan plan? AARP says it would undermine Medicare and could lead to higher costs for seniors. And experts say Ryan's voucher plan could raise future retirees' costs more than $6,000. Get the facts.
All right, again, that's an ad that will run in 8 states. Just yesterday, Mitt Romney, as you know, had a whiteboard to prove that his plan would keep Medicare solvent, while the Obama plan would add $716 billion to Medicare. This weekend, Paul Ryan heads to Florida, where his mom lives, and oh, by the way, happens to be on Medicare. I mean, the gloves are off, aren't they?
Look, the gloves are off, but this is the kind of campaign that Barack Obama's always wanted. He wants a comparison of ideas instead of a referendum on whether or not he's done a good job. Romney can't win this argument, and neither can Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan's budget plan was to privatize Medicare and basically put grandma in a home and sell the family farm to buy a Radio Shack. It was not a good idea, and it wasn't something that seniors are going to like. So the Republicans need to get back to talking about what Obama hasn't done, because if they're comparing ideas, they lose that battle.
All right. Well, I mean, you know, Romney did come out with that whiteboard yesterday and said, just take a look at it. It's here in black and white. My plan is going to keep Medicare solvent. Obama is going to cut $716 billion from Medicare. I mean, you know, that's compelling, isn't it?
No, because whiteboards don't work very well. We learned that from Ross Perot. I mean,
hey, listen, the Obama campaign came out with the Obama campaign came out with their own whiteboard.
Right.
Remember that. So, you know,
it's still not a good idea. It's generally a good idea to speak in terms of what are the policies that we've already had. Arguing about the numbers and minutia, no one ever believes that. The public is not compelled by it. It's based on who do they believe is going to protect the program. And you have 2 years of people criticizing the Ryan budget as something that would hurt Medicare.
Let me just say this, that this is a brilliant move by Mitt Romney to get in the face of the Obama campaign on Medicare, because they're going to be attacked. They're going to be attacked on it anyway. They have jujitsu'd this. They have taken their opponent's energy and flipped it and gotten in their face and said, it said President Obama stole $700 billion from Medicare to pay for Obamacare. That has caused Obama now to put out ads defending himself. Look, they're talking about the economy. They've been talking about the economy for months, and they'll get back to it. But it's a good idea to try to neutralize this issue right now, which I think they're being very effective at.
And with that, I tell the both of you to have a great weekend. Thank you for joining us for that spirited discussion. Jason Johnson, Ron Bonjean, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.